Okay, we're going to continue on doing comparisons. This time we're going to actually look about paying insurance. And we have two options again with paying insurance. We can pay quarterly, and that is at, say, $10,000 per quarter. And we can have the option of paying annually at, let's say, $35,000, a one-time payment. Okay, so the question is, what is the IR of doing the quarterly payments that we're being charged for? So we had before, we've always done something like this, where we've done 1, 2, 3, and then 4 if we're doing quarterly payments. Remember, this is insurance, so when do you actually start paying your insurance? You start in time 0. It's prepaid. It doesn't go like the other ones occurring. So we have 4 payments, and we don't have a payment in the 4th. So we have the $10,000 that we have here. And the option 2 is that we pay it all in time 0, which is the $35,000 that we have. Now, let's do the same thing with this one. We'll do the year, one, from starting at 0. And let's do the options, where we have 1 here, and we pay $10,000 here for the very first installments in the quarterlies. So every 3 months we're actually paying it. And then option 2, we pay it all at one time, which is the minus $35,000. So let's do this. Let's just say, let's do the difference between those two again. We could actually solve this between the two, where we actually did the comparison with the present worth for it, and we also could do the difference. So let's do what the present worth is. So the present worth of 1, and we set it equal to the present worth of 2. And in this case, the present worth of 1 is a minus $10,000, and then we have a minus 10,000, and we're going to find a P given an A. It's some kind of I, and it's going for 3. So we're looking at these 3 here. We've taken these series and moving it here to 0. We've already have the 1 at 0. So that is equivalent to the present worth here, which is 35,000. And what we actually find is that we find this factor is equal to that kind of a factor for it. Well, so if we look at the difference like it did before, we could actually just, for each time, we could take for time 0 and see what it is by comparing the two. And let's do this. Let's take the larger one. So we're going to take the 2 and subtract. So this is the larger one for the initial cost, and so we're going to subtract the smaller one. So we're going to take the 2 minus the 1. So it's a minus 35,000 minus a minus 10,000 gives us a net minus 25,000. This one is 0 minus a minus 10,000, which makes this a positive 10,000. Same for the next one, and also for the next one, and the next one is 0. So if we did the net present worth of, say, the difference, we have to set that equal to 0. We find out what we have. We have the minus 25,000, and then what we have is that we have 3 payments of 10,000. So we need to move that P given an A for I 3, and that is equal to 0. So you can see from this one, if we solve for this one, if we move these over, that this right here would be a minus 25,000. It would equal to minus 10,000, P given an AI 3, and so that would actually be equal to the same factor that we had before. So in this case, you can see it's a little bit easier. We don't have to go through and to set the equal to other. We can just do some addition to do some clearing or making it more simple at each of the stations. So it makes it a little bit faster to actually do it.